inside their draft room. You guys talked and name checked a couple of the guys.
I was going to ask a question. What does Ozzie Newsome do right now? How does he fit in there with Eric DaCosta?
He's the godfather. He just makes sure everything stays on the rails. That's all Ozzie did. Just making sure he's a resource. They can tap into him. I mean, he could be the first guy that's a Hall of Fame player and Hall of Fame executive based on the success that they've had. I think he just is the emeritus, just there to make sure the train doesn't run off the track.
Okay. I just wonder because he's such. I mean, you love seeing him still involved, and you always just assume that he's in the middle of everything. But not to take anything away from Eric DaCosta, who does an incredible job over there.
Hey, how does their process look compared to some of the other teams in the NFL?
You know what they are. They're unique, and because DJ worked there, we've had a lot of conversation because I had a lot of friends in the organization for a long time. They are a team that really relies on the tape. And they try to get all of their work done early. They want to wrap everything up by the time they get to the combine, so they're not swayed by the combine workouts. They're not swayed by the pro day workouts. That they really believe in drafting off of the tape. And what you've seen for them, we always talk about them getting good players. Well, part of the reason they get good players is because they really trust what they saw when they last played ball. They don't get deterred or swayed by what happens when we get into the underwear Olympics.
Yeah, no, combine, and that's always where there's a big focus. And by the way, just to kind of recap here, being in round number 6, 186 with the Ravens on the clock. We will get out to that pick here in just a moment. You guys have both talked about a Kyle McCord, Will Howard, a couple of the names that have just been taken off the board in this round. The run, I'll use air quotes around run of quarterbacks, but that's been the story. Anyone else that we should be looking out for?
Quinn Ewers, right away, Riley Leonard. Those are the two that come to mind, and they could actually both end up coming off the board in this round. I expect them both to come off the board in this round. I think Quinn Ewers goes in this round. I think Riley Leonard goes in this round as well.
So I'm eyeballing it, trying to figure out which team. Like 189, 190.
You know, the Texans are interesting because they've got 2 more picks in this round. Davis Mills' contract, he just extended, but they don't really have a third quarterback. They could be an interesting team with one of these late picks as well behind C.J. Stroud.
All right, 186. It's the Ravens. Back to Green Bay we go.
What's up, Green Bay? Flag football isn't the future, it's right now. We're the Lady Thunderhawks from Oneida Nation High School right here in Green Bay. On behalf of parents, coaches, the NFL, Toyota, and everyone growing this game, we're proud to represent every girl who's changing it. With the 186th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Tyler Loop, kicker from Arizona.
All right, this is interesting for a lot of reasons. The benchmark for kickers in the NFL in the last decade or so has been Justin Tucker. There were some issues last year when we started having conversations. Do they need to bring another kicker in to create some competition? I don't know if this is for that conversation because things started to turn for Tucker down the stretch, and obviously a lot of reports about some things off the field that have been creeping up now.
That's what this is. And here's his 62-yarder. So he has a 62-yarder, and he's got a big leg, huge kickoff power, kicks with NFL trajectory and ball flight. He's got 50-yard plus into the 60-yard range, and it's a good pick for something that they really, frankly, are going to have to need here soon.
Are we having a competition, or are we just letting it rock? I mean, we're having a competition, or we're not even going to let him compete against Justin Tucker.
Roberto Elizondo. Hey, where are you? I can hear you. Thank you for this opportunity. It's a great honor to be here. Thank you to the NFL, the team, the Houston Texans.